Welcome to the OMG Show.
Today we're going to be talking about membership sites. Now, memberships are an awesome business because they do so many things for you. Number one, they provide stability, right? Recurring revenue is an awesome way to add stability and predictability to your business, okay? It's also just a great way to build a long-lasting relationship with your members. So when it comes to having a membership or some type of subscription offer for your business, the answer should be yes, let's consider it, because it's a great way to add that, like I said before, predictability and stability to your business. However, what ends up stopping most people is the tech, right? How do I go about setting up my membership site? What's the best tech to be using for my membership site? And is this tech going to help me to scale my business the way that I want to? Is it going to allow me to control and manage my business the way that I want to? Am I going to be able to identify, the little golden nuggets within the numbers to see how to scale my membership business? And a lot of this has to do with the tech. And the frustrating thing about tech is that if you don't get it wrong, well, then you end up hurting the customer more, because that ends up creating a terrible experience for them. Imagine if they go ahead and cancel, their membership, but they still keep getting billed because your membership software doesn't connect with your payment software, right? It's a very common thing. What if someone wants to upgrade their membership, but they have to cancel their previous account and then pay again without having some kind of nice system in the back end to manage all of that? Prorated pricing, things of that nature, right? The special discounts. There's a lot of different things that if you don't set up right away, or in the right way in the beginning, can end up giving you a bit of a whirlwind down the road when it comes to managing your membership site. Now, of course, making your customers feel bad is going to make you kind of feel pretty bad, because you obviously want to provide the best service possible to your people, right? Otherwise, if your customers are frustrated, you're going to be frustrated. The bank's going to be frustrated. It's going to be a bad day all around. Now, I've had my fair share of interactions with membership sites. Big ones with some as 5,000 members to small, 600 members to just starting out. And I can tell you that the tech is always different, and there's always some kind of new tech that you're going to be like, ooh, I kind of want my hands on that to make my membership site work. So rather than giving you specific tech, because again, it really depends on the kind of memberships and subscription business you want to do, but I want to give you kind of my 3 golden rules, if you will, to selecting tech for your membership site. That way, it's going to allow you to scale your business and allow you to manage your business and allow you to, provide the value that you want to provide. So let's get into it. The first thing I would say is that when you're looking at tech for a membership site, look for API integrations, okay? Most softwares will integrate with plenty of software, especially now in the online marketing world. Everyone's becoming more friendly with each other and having some, in-house integrations. But there's certain things where you're still going to have to do some developing, right? You're going to have to hire a developer for some special stuff. And if there's API integrations or API gateways, things like that, it's going to help your developer that much more. Otherwise, you're going to have to figure out some kind of creative process along the way. I'll tell you a perfect example. We were using a payment processor, and whenever someone wanted to cancel their account, it would cancel the account on the website, but it wouldn't communicate that information to the payment processor. So we would have customers that canceled their account and then still get billed 3-4 months down the road. So you can only imagine the kind of emails we had coming in, right? And of course, we refunded them and also gave them a little extra just to apologize and things like that. But the real thing that ended up tripping us up is that there wasn't a direct integration between our tech and our payment gateway. So we had a developer kind of figure this process out in the back end, but it still wasn't streamlined. It still wasn't as automatic as we would have liked for it to have happen. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure that there's API integrations, even amongst the membership site software that you're using, the payment, your email service provider, and any other kind of tech that you're using. You want to make sure that they all want to play nice with each other. Okay, and you want to make sure that, again, that they have API integrations, because otherwise, like I said, it's going to be super hard to kind of keep that momentum going if you're going to have some kind of crazy systems and processes in place that really aren't going to be moving the needle forward in the direction that you want it to. So the second thing that I would recommend is find yourself a membership site software that works off a tagging based system. Now, for me, the email service provider and the membership site have to be on the same level. They have to be able to function together and ideally have direct integration with each other. The reason why you want this is because email is very important, especially in terms of follow-up. In case anyone inside of your membership does anything, your email service provider should be able to track their activity, and you can create personalized campaigns based on that user's activity, right? So for example, if they visited a sales page or some kind of upgrade, right, then your email service system should automatically pick that up and then send them to the appropriate campaign that is going to trigger a couple emails to ensure that they upgrade their account. If someone wants to go ahead and cancel their account, your system should say, hey, listen, before you go ahead and cancel your account, how about you jump on a call with one of our representatives, and we can figure out how to make your experience that much better. Okay, it's an awesome experience when you can have a tagging based system between your membership site software and also your email service provider. We are now currently in the marketing of if not since. Okay, so we can no longer say, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. We're in the era of since, not if. Right? So it's not about if you watched my webinar, if you visited this page, if you clicked here. It's now about knowing what our members are doing and acknowledging them correctly. That way it creates a much more personalized experience in the long term, which gets them to buy in more. Everyone loves to have a personalized experience. So a tagging based system allows you to deliver that personalized experience from the membership site to the email. And it really kind of gives that nice, well-rounded look, feel, and operation to your business. Okay. Now, last but not least, the big thing that I really look for when it comes to membership site tech is does it have some kind of gamification going on? Okay. Now, the reason why gamification is important is because it fosters engagement. So what does gamification look like? Well, if someone goes through a course and they complete it, you should have a certificate of completion that they can brag about. Completing their profiles, right? They can have a little badge, a little memento, something that they can show off. And, they can, other members who don't have it can see like, oh, this person went through that, right? It's credentials, it's authority. People like to show off and they like to feel good. And you want to make sure you have something that allows your membership site to be gamified, right? That's why video games are so addicting and they're so popular, is because they're literally games. They reward you for going on these challenging quests, and once you go through those quests, you get this awesome reward that's going to help you to the next boss fight, if you will. So you want to think about that when it comes to your membership site. Regardless of the service that you're in or the industry that you're in, you need to think about how can you create a better experience for your members. And most of the time, that answer is going to be through gamification, right? Providing something of value once they go through a course or some kind of training, or they complete an objective. Boom, you're always constantly rewarding them. And through that constant rewarding, you start to create advocates. And that's really what you want, because advocates are your automatic sales team. They'll go ahead and protect you from any people that say, bad things about you, or they want to play you down. Your advocates are going to be there to support you and help you move your business forward. And gamification is really at the heart of that. Okay, so when it comes to tech, it's really those three things that I would say are my main criteria for looking at a membership-based software that I can run my membership or subscription-based business off, is making sure that I have API credentials or API accessibility, so that if I ever do need some kind of custom work or some special integration, that it's going to be relatively easy going with an API integration, right? The other thing that I want to look for is making sure that there's a tagging-based system so I can track what is going on within my membership, and my email service provider can react accordingly and send them the appropriate messages, so that way we create a nice personalized marketing campaign at any given time. And last but not least, making sure that there's gamification on your membership site, so that way you can build and strengthen that relationship and that community so that you can succeed in the long run. Boom! Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I'll see you all on the next one.